What's up, soul searchers? It's your girl Souls, and I'm back with another video. I just got done with the gym because this is the conclusion of our 28-week journey. Woot woot! They say if you want to birth something new, it takes about 6 months to do it. It takes 2 weeks to make a new habit. You know, all of those great things. And I have definitely read the book Atomic Habits. Highly recommend it if you haven't. It is actually really great. It starts with making one change and then you can make a whole lot of other changes. So there were technically four goals that I wanted to tackle during this 28 weeks. The first goal is lowering my A1C. The second goal was reducing my sugar intake. The third goal was balancing my hormones. And the fourth goal was maybe some jogging. I guess, what? So I can successfully say we did accomplish all of those goals. Woo-hoo. I know, y'all were looking for some like scale wins. We had those too. So for the scale, I wanted to get down to like 255 or 265. Well, let's just say we did not meet those goals, okay? We kind of started there. We started at like a 265, maybe when we started this journey, 268 technically. And I was like, oh my God, we can keep this and reach it by the end of the 28 weeks. No, your girl didn't do it. Unfortunately, it's just not how it went. However, just because I'm not seeing scale goals doesn't mean I'm not seeing other transformations within my body. So I can tell now, I'm starting to see it, that my frame is slimming down. So there's a lot, like my face is slimmer, my body's slimmer, like you can just see the transformation as far as my physicality. Now I have had some scale wins. I was kind of bouncing during this move from like 278, but I've reached 260 lands officially, you know, and so I'm really happy about those losses. You know, it's a journey, it's not a race, so we got time, we gonna get this together, okay? I'm excited to tackle this bigger goal next year. Why not? I consider my birthday my new year, which is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday. Well, after my new year, I will be creating new goals to really reach where I want to be. And I've always said I want to do this journey the right way, where I can maintain the losses that I get, not just do it quick and not be able to sustain it. So we're all about sustainability. We are working towards it. We've got this, soul searchers. So stick around. Your girl's on a journey, okay? Your girl's on a journey, and I'm very proud of myself. So the first one was lowering my A1C. I had an A1C at one point of like 13, which is not good. My A1C went down to a 7. That's amazing. We still got a ways to go. We want to get it down to a nice, comfortable 6 or lower. The second thing I did was reduce my sugar intake. Now this is a really big part of why my A1C was able to be lowered in the first place, okay? It's because I learned to reduce my sugar. I was just doing too much sugar. Switching out, you know, maybe your sugars, love good brown sugar, white sugar, for like monk fruit sugar or, you know, stevia. So I have been implementing those changes, and that's been really great. So I don't necessarily reach for the more sugary things. I'm a lot more conscious. I also learned to make my own granola bars. Just been implementing different habits. Now, do I still occasionally have some ice cream? You know I do. Do I occasionally still have some chocolate? I had an almond joy this week. Don't come for me, okay? So we do have sugary snacks, but it's all about balance, right? I'm not eating those things every day. I'm just eating them occasionally, especially when your girl's hormones are hormoning, okay? But we've learned balance. Over the 6 months, I've been really impressed with how my body has responded, and all of these things kind of affect one another. Now, if you're not a lady, you can maybe skip this part, because this is all about balancing your hormones. It's a struggle out here for women. As I say, I'm a big fan of David Goggins, but the one thing about David Goggins that I'm like, sir, is he doesn't have a period. He's not a woman. He's not that. Like, you know, he is a man. So there are some things, you know, even though he out here running and bleeding and peeing on himself and all of that, you know, he ain't also having to deal with your menstruation cycle, which is really annoying. And for me, it was getting pretty weird because my weight's fluctuating and I'm on this journey. You know, my little visitor had a mind of its own. It wanted to stay for a long time. It wanted to disappear. So I've really learned to, you know, balance my hormones. I guess it's kind of weird to say, because it's like, oh, I learned to balance my hormones. No, I've been getting my body together, eating things that it loves, and reducing my sugar intake, lowering my A1C. Those have all made for a regular visitor. That brings me to the fourth thing, which is jogging. Your girl really wanted to tackle just something different, something new, and I do not like running. However, when I was younger, I had this vision of myself as I've gained in fitness and as I keep going, because I have that athletic spirit, and, you know, I technically am an athlete because I do stay in fitness, even if it's different ways, just learning that about myself. Then that means that I want to try new challenges. I want to try jogging, doing a 5K, you know, all of those things. So I'm happy to say that while I didn't necessarily jog, we did increase our speed on the elliptical. So we got our quarter mile down to a nice under 4 minutes, almost to 3 minutes. And then we also got our mile down to 14 minutes, just about, which is really great. I'm so proud, because it has been a big part, which is THICKRR. So THICKRR is a brand that was actually created by a friend of mine, and he is amazing as far as his designs for fitness apparel, basically. So he creates fitness apparel, and it is gorgeous. It is so comfortable. I definitely wear this all the time. I feel like the leggings I got a little small because your girl's is thicker on the bottom than she is on the top. So I feel like the top works really well. The bottoms are a little tight. They're a little tight. You know, I like a little room in my leggings so that I could squat and lift weights and do all the things. And sometimes I feel like I have to choose whether I wear the tops or the bottom, and I don't necessarily wear them together. A part of this 28-week journey has been me falling in love with hiking, me falling in love with being outdoors. And there are some really cool shots that I was able to get with THICKRR on while I was at the White Sands National Park. And so I just kind of want to highlight that in this as we wrap up the 28 weeks, because I know that for myself, that was a big instrumental part. Even while I was moving, or maybe if I wasn't in the gym, I was outside walking, hiking, doing different trails. And so that has been really fun. I've loved my All Trails app because it's allowed me to see what trails are around. It's also allowed me to join groups of other hikers who love to be outdoors too. I've been able to make friends who also enjoy like walking and being outdoors. So that's been an instrumental part, and I have to thank THICKRR for just being an incredible brand. Honestly, it's created by Ed Mabry, and I think it's just fantastic. But I've really enjoyed this brand, and if you're interested, he doesn't have a website yet, but I will put his information down below. Some other wins that I've been able to have during this 28-week journey, which is really just in the past month, which is Yay, so great, is me being able to stretch, being able to be in tune with my body. There was like one point where I wasn't able to do like this low stretch that I really love, that really gets your legs like kind of extended, but also let your knees kind of exist. I had a lot of knee pain earlier in the year that flared up again because of my just inactivity in that way. So I didn't even realize it, but I was like hesitant about a month ago about doing this stretch, but then lately I've been able to do the stretch and not even think about it. I was so in my head about it before, and now it just happens effortlessly. And I was like, oh, I'm able to do the stretch. What the heck? This is so great. So I've been getting other wins as well with my body. I'm thankful for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm super excited to share this video with you. If you've enjoyed this, like, just stick around for the rest of the journey because it's going to be incredible. And we're not rushing. This is about taking our time, okay? So the little wins, I'm trying to record them more and keep track of them because I am changing. Like, my body is changing. My mindset's changing, my eating habits are changing, and so I just want to document that journey as we go along. And Soul Searchers, I appreciate you for watching these videos and sticking around, and I look forward to telling y'all more, like what my next goal is. I'm giving myself the holidays though. We're gonna give ourselves the holidays to just enjoy. I am gonna stick with the consistency that I've been building. However, I'm not setting any hard challenges for the rest of the year. I'm not setting any extreme goals for the rest of the year. I really am gonna kick butt when it comes January, okay? January 1st is the time to really go ahead and go forth and prosper, you know? So we're gonna do that, and I hope y'all understand.